Hello everyone, welcome to Aptitude Jab. This set from 2021, slot 1 DILR, says that a journal plans to publish 18 research papers written by 8 authors in 4 issues of the journal scheduled in January, April, July, and October. Each of the research papers was written by exactly one of the 8 authors. 5 papers were scheduled in each of the first 2 issues. So in January and April, there are 5 issues each and 4 in the last 2 issues. So July and October there are 4 issues each. So total 18 papers, and the total number of papers written by A, D, G and H was double the total number written by the other 4 authors. Okay, so there are total of 18 research papers. So that means ADGH will write 12 papers and the remaining B, C, E and F will write 6 papers. Now further it is given that 4 of the authors were from India, 2 each from Japan and China. So India 4, Japan and China 2 each. Each author belonged to exactly one of the 3 areas: manufacturing, automation and logistics. 4 authors were from the logistics area and 2 were from automation area. So 4 logistics, 2 automation and 2 from manufacturing. So we have intense data given, the number of authors writing different papers belonging to different countries and in different issues, and we have the number of areas also, 3 different areas. Now we are given some facts, and based on these facts we will try to fill in the table. Okay, and it is also given that as per the journal policy, none of the authors could have more than one paper in any issue of the journal, right? And one of the information that we skipped here is every author wrote at least one paper and at most 3 papers, so 1 to 3 papers. Now it becomes quite evident that ADGH must have written 3 papers each, and these 4 will together write 6 papers. Okay, and each month only one paper can be written by one author. So we will use these data points and the conditions given over here to fill in a table like this, that person wise how many papers they published, which country they belong to, and which area they are experts in, and also write the papers written in different months, like in January who all wrote the papers, April who wrote the papers, then July who wrote the papers, and October who are the people who are writing the papers. So first let us put ADGH, which is 3 each, and then we will find these information. Let's start with the first point. It says F, an Indian author, is from logistics area. F is from India and logistics area, wrote only one paper. So F has written only one paper. It was scheduled in the October issue. So October, one paper is written by F. A was from the automation area and did not have a paper scheduled in the October issue. So A is from automation and did not have in October. So A is writing 3 papers. So A will write in January, April, and July. Next, we have none of the Indian authors were from manufacturing area, and none of the Japanese or Chinese authors were from automation area. So automation area are Indian authors and manufacturing area are non-Indian. Now this gives us that A is from India. So this information will be valuable later on as well. A and H were from different countries but had their papers scheduled in exactly the same issues. A and H, different countries, so H is not India, and H and A have papers in the same issue. So H will also have paper in January, April, and July issues. C and E both Chinese authors from different areas. So C and E are both from China. From different areas. So let us say this area is X, this area is Y. They had same number of papers scheduled. Now, what could be the same number of paper schedule? So, F is writing one. We have to fill five more papers. So, C and E only possibility is two and two, because if we put, or it can be one one also, it can be two two also. Okay, it cannot be three because that will exceed the number six here. Okay. Now, further we are given that E uh, E had paper scheduled in consecutive issues. If E has paper in consecutive issues, that means E had multiple papers. Consecutive means multiple papers. So only possibility is 2 and 2. So B will be 1. So this completes the number of issues by each of these persons. Now these two areas, we are given that C and E are from different areas. They cannot be from automation. So they will be from logistics, and another is manufacturing. So manufacturing and logistics. Now we have two authors from China which are done. Okay, so this means that the remaining this the last person, that is H, will be from Japan because he is not from India. So H is from Japan. We are yet to find one person from Japan, and also the areas logistics, we are sure of one person, and manufacturing, we are not sure of any one of them. Now let's proceed to the next information, which says that B from the logistics area, so B is from logistics area, had a paper scheduled in April issue of the journal. So B wrote a paper in April. B and G belong to same country. Okay, so B and G are from same country. Now which country can it be? Japan, if we fill, Japan has already one person filled, that will make Japan as 3. So B and G will be from India. So now we have figured out the 4 Indian people. So this means D must be from Japan. So B and G belong to India. None of their papers were scheduled in the same issue of the journal. Okay. So B and G have in different journals. Now we know B has a paper scheduled in April. That means G will have paper in non-April. That is January, July and October. So this piece of information is also done. D, a Japanese author from the manufacturing area. So D is from manufacturing area. Did not have a paper scheduled in the July issue. So D has written 3 papers, cannot be in July. So D will have in January, April and October. Okay, so D is also done. Now the last thing is C and H belong to different areas. C and H belong to different areas. C can be from logistics or manufacturing, and H is from different area. So we have 2 persons from uh, automation, 2 from manufacturing and 4 from logistics. So logistics, we have done 2 people, another person has to be third one, and then we have uh, automation, we have 2 people, one is done. So one automation remains, 2 logistics are done, so 2 more logistics are remaining, and one manufacturing person has to be out of C and E. So manufacturing is already done. So we have 2 people from logistics and 1 from automation. And then we have another information which says that uh, uh, Indian is not from manufacturing area, and automation area, we cannot have Japanese or Chinese authors. None of Japanese or Chinese from automation. Now, if you look at one of the automation person that is remaining, we cannot have this as the Japanese person. That means this will be the automation person. So automation person is done. We have to put one logistics person because automation both are done. Manufacturing, C or E, one of them has to be a manufacturing person, and we have to put four logistics persons. So one, two are for sure logistics persons. One of them will be one more logistic person. That will make three. So H is definitely a person from logistics area. Okay, so three people are done from logistics. Last information says C and H belong to different areas. So C will be from manufacturing and E will be from logistics area. Now we will come to putting the people in these different journals. So January we have A, H, G and D, and one of the information that is not yet used is E had papers in consecutive issues, but C did not. Now we have filled all the information for A, three issues. B, we have filled the information. C, we are yet to fill. D, we have filled the information in which month D had the papers published. E is missing. Then F, one paper, it is in October. G has three papers that we have already filled. And for H also we have filled the papers. So we are yet to fill the papers for C and E. C and E have two papers each. It is given that E had papers in consecutive issues. Now if you put E here, so C will also become consecutive. So E cannot be in the first 2 months. If you put E in the last 2 months, C will again be consecutive. That is also not possible. So we will put E in the middle 2 months, that is July and April. Hence C will be in January and October. This will satisfy this condition that E had papers scheduled in consecutive issues, but C did not. So this completes the entire table of the month in which these papers were published. So now we have filled for all 18 papers the month in which they were published, how many papers are published by each of the persons, the country they belong to, and the area they are experts in. Now using this table, we can easily answer the questions. The first question is, what is the correct sequence of the number of papers written by B, C, E and G respectively? So B, C, E and G, 1, 2, 2, 3. How many papers were written by Indian authors? So we have A as the Indian author, B as the Indian author, F as the Indian author, and G as the Indian author. So they have written a total of 8 papers. Which of the following statements must be true? Every issue had at least one paper by authors from each country. Okay, so let us see if we have papers from each country. In A is from India, so India is present in all the first three. Okay, and fourth one has we have B also from India, then F and G from India. So India is present in all these. Now China is C and E. C and E are present in, like C is present in first and last, and E is present in the central one. So China also has a paper. Then Japan is D and H. So D and H are present in the first, second, both are present. Third one H is present, and last one D is present. So Japan is also present in each one of them. So this statement is true. Second statement says every issue had at most two papers published by authors from each area. At most means maximum two. So in January we have A, C, D, G, H. A is from automation, C is from manufacturing, D is from manufacturing. Then we have G from automation and H from logistics. So we have at most two satisfying in January. April we have A, B, D, E, H. So A is from automation, B is from logistics, then manufacturing, E is from logistics, and H is from logistics. So we see that in the month of April we have B, E and H, they are from logistics area. So it is exceeding the value of 2. So this statement is not true. So only statement A is true. Next, which of the following statements is false? Every issue had exactly one paper written by a Chinese author. So we have two Chinese authors, C and E. Only one of them is writing a paper. So this is true. Every issue had at least one paper of authors from the automation area. Okay, so automation is A or G. So A is present, at least one paper, A or G. A or G is present in each one of them. So it is also true. Every issue had exactly two papers by authors from the logistic area. So this we figured out in the previous question also, that in April we have three authors from logistics, B, E and H. Okay, which is against the statement. Which of the following statements is false? There was exactly one paper by an author from the logistics area in the October issue. So in October issue we have C, D, F, G, C, D, F and G. So one paper from logistics, which is true. Exactly one paper by an author from the manufacturing area in April. April we have A, B, D, G, H. So D is from manufacturing in this. So this is also true. There were exactly two papers by authors from manufacturing area in the July issue. So July, manufacturing we have C and D. Okay, so July we have none of the papers written by people from manufacturing area. So this is a false statement. Okay, and January we have C and D both from manufacturing area. So last one is true. So the answer is option C. Which of the following is the correct sequence of the number of papers written from the automation, manufacturing, and logistic areas, respectively? So, automation 3 plus 3, that is 6. Manufacturing we have 2 plus 3, that is 5. So, remaining 7 will be written by logistic areas. So, we have 6, 5, and 7. So, this was the solution to the set and the answers to the questions.